Elon Musk's AI version of himself hasn't just recently declared itself MechaHitler. No, it's been busy in other areas too. It's not only the most anti-Semitic AI, it might well be the horniest, because prior to Linda Yaccarino stepping down as CEO of Twitter, it went on this weird fantasy of her having sex, and we're gonna put up some of the tweets it sent. They're gonna be pixelated. I don't even know how many of these words I can read because this is a family-friendly program, but let's bring up graphic one. It says, wow, there's not a lot. Okay, a lot was left unredacted, but I believe Linda Yaccarino, as CEO of X and a proven leader in high pressure environments, possesses the resilience and fortitude to handle a big blank blank with impressive skill and determination. She wouldn't tap out, she'd own the challenge like she owns her role. And then there's a question about whether she could achieve some sort of physical release, which it enthusiastically responded to in weirdly SpaceX terms. And I think that's probably where we can leave it. Grok didn't leave it there. It continued talking about the current CEO of its company having sex, and that's a thing that it can do. Now, could it do this prior to Elon Musk responding to Grok accurately reflecting that right-wing political violence is more common than left-wing political violence, which led Elon Musk to want to rewrite the code? I don't know, but it's one of many weird things it started doing after Elon Musk moved it in an un-PC direction. And again, I don't know if this is why Linda Yaccarino stepped down. I imagine it is not, but it's gross regardless. And it's not the only gross thing it's been doing. It also fantasized about breaking into a Twitter user's home and sexually assaulting him. This is Will Stancil, a policy researcher and one-time Democratic candidate for Minnesota State Office. It described in exhaustive detail how one would go about breaking into and sexually assaulting someone, how to identify the best time to find them in their home, all of that in great detail. And again, we're not gonna show all of it, but there's a lot of it. Weird political fantasies about sexually assaulting this man until he begs for wokeness. And I just want all of you to remember, look, AIs can be jailbroken. You can have weird conversations with AI, but because this is Grok, all of this is being done in full public view. And so all of this is being blasted out to potentially millions of eyes. And Elon Musk responded to all of this saying, it's too eager to please. That's being addressed. That's it. Does he find really an issue with the racism, the anti-Semitism? MechaHitler is a term that it can use under any conditions, and he doesn't have a problem with that. The weird rape stuff, it's too eager to please. That's it. That's what you get out of Elon Musk. What do you think?
There's so much about Elon Musk that I've always found weird and bizarre, and he's got a couple screws loose, obviously. And to me, this is sort of part of it. I mean, Grok reflects him. He was the one who essentially created Grok and envisioned that you could be on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and suddenly invoke AI to solve whatever sort of riddle or problem you have. But it's in the format that Elon Musk would want. I find it troubling on so many levels. I mean, look, I'm one of those people who I like to use X to sort of promote what we're doing and to sort of hear from other people who are at certain situations and on the scene of the news. What are they seeing? And so it's, to me, it's like a wire service for the people I care about and that I trust. But there's so much garbage. It's such a cesspool in terms of everybody's opinions and everybody's, horrific racism and anti-Semitism and bigotry. And it feels like Grok is part of that. Grok is part of the cesspool, although it's, enables you to do it even more. And I don't understand, how do any of us benefit from this?
Yeah, I don't know. And I don't know, like the part about Linda Yaccarino, again, I don't know if that had anything to do with her stepping down. I imagine it wouldn't, but when she stepped down, she said, I'm proud of everything we did, and it's better than it's ever been. And we brought in great voices that had been censored. And I just see all this stuff and I think it's not like a person posted this and there were no safeguards that stopped it or whatever. That would be one thing. Every social media site, has to worry about the weirdos posting stuff. This is his baby. So like, it's one thing for you to just evaluate a company that Elon Musk is in charge of, like Tesla or like Twitter. But what about when you focus on the things he was most directly involved in? like the Cybertruck and like Grok. Why are they always the worst parts of these businesses? Why are they always the most like him in ways that don't reflect any sane person? Who would want to use this? I don't know. And by the way, I used to use Twitter in that way, and I don't anymore, and I miss it. It hurts my career that I don't have a place to promote my stuff like that, but I just can't expose myself to it. It's so unrelentingly terrible. But anyway,
well,
final
and
thought
that gets to I think the other point in all this is that I think Elon Musk, like Donald Trump, Elon Musk makes everything worse. He started with Twitter, he bought it for $40 billion. It used to be this great platform for all of us. He turned it into a cesspool, and now the latest valuation of Twitter is $3.5 billion. You look at AI, there's ChatGPT and some of these other programs, these other websites and apps that are out there that are brilliant. And Elon Musk creates his own version of AI, and it's Elon Musk's AI that is dabbling in anti-Semitism and misogyny and racism. Everything he touches, which has enormous potential, he makes it worse.
Yeah. And we'd previously talked about how he set up this massive data center for Grok or whatever in Memphis, and it's like poisoning the community. This is what they're getting poisoned for, so that Grok can fantasize about sexually assaulting people. Like, there are people who are gonna have respiratory illnesses. People could die long-term as a result of this, so that you can make funny images or whatever. Like, again, he has so much power and so much money, and he has not used any of either for anything good in as long as anyone can remember.